All right, everyone, welcome back to the show. It's I Quit My Band. My name is Nate.
I'm JJ.
I'm Evan.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Comment down below. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for podcast clips and comedy skits. Get the shirt in the description and subscribe on Patreon. $5 a month to become a quitter. You get bonus content every Sunday. Also, get tickets to Riot Fest.
Please.
Dude, I am a absolute master of the
You
introduction
just ran
now.
through them in like no time.
I'm really good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one recently that was an absolute disaster.
I can only get like one good one out.
Even Jordan didn't score
Yeah.
a lot every game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
You know.
Sometimes masters make rookie mistakes. What's the saying? Sometimes
know.
veterans make rookie mistakes.
Yeah, yeah,
that's,
yeah, for
That's
sure.
how I am.
Yeah. You're
Except
good,
it's
dude.
just right after if I do one, the next one will be bad.
Yeah, the next 8 will
next
be done.
yeah.
But
real bad.
Say delete that.
But do all of that stuff. We're talking about Velvet Revolver. The newest bonus episode was the Velvet Revolver documentary. That'll be out by the time this is out.
Any word on the missing episodes we're trying to obtain for Ozfest?
Last I heard is that he couldn't find them, but he was going to do a deeper dive.
Okay.
And if I remember right, he's in Australia, so like he'll be like sending me messages like as I'm asleep.
from Wednesday.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'll wake up in the morning and have like 2 messages, and I like read them like very groggy. So
Yeah.
I don't even remember. But if I wasn't dreaming, there was one message where it was like, "I'm getting close."
Oh,
But I
cool.
don't know if that actually happened.
That's cool.
I'll have to look that up.
He's have found a way to hack into Sharon's like hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really the only way.
I just imagine Capture Obscura like following the White Rabbit in the Matrix, dude.
He might be. I have to find these episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, if our boy Capture Obscura can't do it, it's not looking good for the fate of Ozfest.
We're just gonna have to do episodes 9 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it'll be,
Well,
this
maybe
show's
we
9/11.
we could,
Yeah.
And then just kind of make up what we think happens at the end.
no,
could
I
do
like
that.
your idea of trying to get Big Dave to fill
do
in the
finale.
cracks,
Yeah,
fill in the
think-
blanks.
I think that could be a good, a
yeah.
meaningful
So on
send-off.
episode 12, we
Yeah. So I mean, I know who won the show.
I made
Don't
what's
tell me.
I'm
don't
not gonna
tell me.
say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I made another person do a terrible haircut, and then we ate some more
We
garbage.
ate more bats. We couldn't think of anything else, so we just had
So
him do the bat
we
thing.
did
again.
it all over again.
We bought extra bananas and kiwi and sausage, so we just did the bat thing again.
The last 4 episodes are mostly the bat thing.
Took up a lot of time.
I didn't know much about Ozzy,
Yeah.
so I just was like, "This guy ate a bat. Let's make everything bat."
Let's do it. Let's do the eating bat thing again,
yeah,
guys.
go Jets.
There's
Yeah.
there's a big twist with the vest in the last episode.
The vest comes back,
Yeah,
which is kind of crazy.
yeah.
To think about. Anyway,
Do some feel good stuff.
do some feel good stuff. Anyway, today we're coming together another weekend shoot for a very important album, which is the new Jack White album that just came out called Frozen Charlotte.
Our summer schedule's fucked up, so we're making do.
Yeah, but you're on vacation. I'm on vacation.
I'm out next week.
Yeah, it's like we're
They're
really
blowing
trying
up a
to.
bridge that I take to get here. It fucking sucks.
that too.
Yeah.
Evan's logistics are just nuked for
Yeah.
the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
Legitimately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to do what we can so we have 0 hiatus because we can never have another guy.
No,
No,
hiatuses
we
are
learned
out the window.
the hard
That
way.
doesn't happen. So we're going to be talking about this new Jack White record. This was another like announcement for this year that was like, holy shit! I can't believe we're getting another Jack White record after
No
No
Name.
Name came out. I don't know if that was that last year. I think
24.
It was
24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he surprise releases this record called No Name, no promotion behind it, no name
Yes.
at all. Didn't even he didn't even care to name it.
It barely had a cover.
Didn't really have a cover. It's just blue. He put it out in, it was a very Jack White thing to do, to like put it out in record stores like secretly, and like people were finding it and thinking it was like White Stripes B-sides because it sounded like Jack White, but also not like nothing he's done in the past, 10 years as a solo artist. And then he's come back already with Frozen Charlotte. And I don't want to get into, I don't want to like give away what this album is, but it's right off the bat, but it's pretty much like No Name Part 2.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. He put out like an A and a B side
Mm-hmm.
earlier this year, and it's the first 2 tracks on the record, God and His Broken Ribs, and then Derek and the Dominoes. Whatever. He put those 2 out, and around the time that he did an SNL performance, and he's had a history of just releasing random B-sides, and I'm like, that's definitely what these are, because like I didn't care too much for the songs. I didn't think they were bad, but I'm like, these are B-side-ish or something. And then I saw speculation online. It's like, no, he's releasing something for sure. And then like he started like kind of like trickling these like cryptic videos and like, you know, whatever. And Third Man did some sort of like fucking like class on like music promotion in 2026, like, or something like that.
Content.
Yeah, like a content-based thing, but like kind of mocking it all and saying like talking about how Jack White released No Name and using that as like a character study or whatever and shit like that.
It's like, have a largely successful career in the 2000s. And then you can basically do whatever you want.
That's pretty much. That's pretty much.
Look
it.
at Jack. He did No Name without any promotion.
Yeah, don't name your album.
You can do that.
Yeah, put 6 copies on an LP. Just put it randomly.
Just mail it to
someone will
record
figure it
stores.
out.
Yeah, die penniless and nameless.
Someone will give a shit. I promise.
But yeah, so I was surprised that he was putting out an album. He like tends to loosely follow like the super corporate release cycle schedule. Release, tour for years, go away for a little bit, then do it again over and over again. But this is like less than 2 years later that he put this out, so pretty cool. And he put out Dollar Bill as like the first proper single of this album.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, what I know that he released at least one other single, and that was Dollar Bill.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and he was touring pretty much the entire time between now and No Name.
And he was doing like, along with No Name being released, he was like doing these pop-up small venue show. Like,
You went to one of them.
I did. Well, I snuck into it. Because my band played the after party, so I was in the building and I knew one of the guys that was running sound, and he like snuck us in because tickets were like a lottery and they were like $200. I would have paid it, but like, because he played a 800 cap room or something like that.
I remember trying to get tickets for it, and then like the website was like, actually, you're not cool enough. So you
send us a
can't get
picture,
them.
and if you're not wearing a bowler cap, you're not allowed in the building.
Yeah,
I had to get it on.
but I was in there, and it was incredible.
Yeah, it looked very fun. Like he's really, I mean, since No Name, he's kind of done this cool 180 where it's like, you know, he was doing all this experimental stuff with his albums, and it, like, in my opinion, it was just doing too much. Like, it was always like Boarding House Reach. Like, I gave that album a listen when it came out. I gave it a listen this week as well, just to be like, remember what he was doing. Still didn't like it. I was, you know, people have said it's really good, and I was like, this is just not. I'm not about it. And then, like, you know, Fear of the Dawn, Entering Heaven Alive, like the electric record, the acoustic record, but it's like it just felt like songwriting was missing. So he's kind of did the thing that we wanted him to do on the show, which is go back to his roots on No Name, and then like he started doing even more cool shit, which was like the shows, and then the fucking, you know, just like not having blue hair and wearing Dan Flash's shirts.
Yeah,
just like going back to being a regular guy.
Cool, like unconventional release tactics, and like, you know, like, I don't know. I did think it was cool that he was, like you said, he was starting to lose me. You know, probably 5 or 6 years ago. I'm like, man, you know, I didn't even listen to the acoustic album. But then, like,
I think I did either.
I've seen him live many times, and his live shows are awesome because he like famously doesn't use a set list, pulls from like his entire career and all his bands and stuff, and he still plays like electric rockin' shows, but then his like records were like this kind of, either like it would be like ragtime or like fucking country, or like then he would go like kind of electronic, and so it was like, dude, just then there was always a couple rockers on each one.
Yeah.
Just give us all.
He would
rockers.
throw in a rocker to kind of egg people on.
Yeah,
and
for
be
sure.
like, "Oh no, this is the first single, guys. It's it's this fucking insane rock song, and then you listen to it and it's like ragtime piano stuff.
Yeah, which I stand by. Blunderbuss is like a really good record, but and that had ragtime shit on it.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this new one, God in the Broken Ribs and Dorico Demonico are the first 2 tracks off of this record.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, first impressions was just like, okay, he's doing No Name again, except just like a little bit more like focused. Mm-hmm. That's what it felt like to me. Like the songwriting feels a little bit less garage rock and a little bit more like garage rock mixed in with blues rock, and doing it in a way that's not like cheesy. You know, it's not like this is, you know, Rival Sons or like Greta Van Fleet, where it's just like blues rock just for the sake of, you know, being like, yeah, I listen to old shit, you know. This is like, you know, having that White Stripes garage rock spin on it, and, you know, if there are blues riffs on here, they feel like they're purposeful, you know, like they're always built around a melody.
I thought it was a little less focused than No Name, personally. Like, I felt like No Name, the songwriting was a little stronger, a little more direct, and there's like a little more like jamminess to this.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Like they hang on a riff for a longer time, like giving, like on Derek DeCecco, like giving like there's like a part where like it drops out and like the drums have a moment to like
they're all like
a little bit of that.
There was like definitely some noticeable because he brought in like somewhat of a new band for this like the No Name tour.
Yeah.
He had the drummer from Raconteurs, Patrick Keeler, and this keyboard player that I had never seen before, and bass player who's been playing with him forever. So like a tight 4-piece, and I think reading the credits, a lot like this record is mainly the 4 of them playing. So it's like I don't know if this was more of like a band centric composition, which would make more sense if they're like trading solos and stuff.
Yeah, it kind of felt that way because didn't No Name have like 3 or 4 different drummers? One of them being Jack White.
Yes, Jack Daru Jones, who had been his drummer prior. Like Jack White definitely has like a short list of drummers he like prefers and like will call in on a thing, you know.
Yeah, and like No Name felt like those songs might have been like that felt more like a songwriting project, whereas this feels more like a band project.
Totally.
Where like they're jamming a bit more. Like a lot of those riffs, like a lot of the riffs on this are more like complex and like a little more noodly. And like it's built off like the vibe of the players jamming together.
Yeah, but I don't think this is like, I wouldn't call this like a jam record though. Like it does, for me, it still feels focused and there's still songs here.
Definitely.
You know? Like there's like, if it was going to be like billed as like this jam project, then yeah, like maybe some of the songs would be like 6.5 minutes and just be filled with like bullshit solos and stuff like that. But we don't get that here.
Sure, I agree with that. But I think on No Name, like the melodies drove the car.
Yeah.
Whereas in
These
this one,
are
the
more
riffs
the riff
drive
track.
the car.
Yeah, I
good
agree
point.
with you. Yeah, that's true.
I would agree with that as well.
Yeah, I mean there was, you know, I like Dollar Bill, like the mainly the only single, I guess, if you don't include the other 2, mainly because that guitar is like what the vocals were, kind of to your point. Like I remember like humming that guitar line over and over again because basically what he sings follows the guitar. And so I was curious about just the whole vibe of this. And there's, I mean, I'm not in that deep, but there are like, you know, Third Man Records nerds / record collectors, and he was like, there's like multiple versions of this album where like one is called Frozen Charlatan, and like I don't know if it has different tracks on it or different mixes or something.
Wow,
this dude's going crazy.
Yeah, this guy's.
Yeah, it like has a slightly altered cover, and maybe it's like maybe it's just a super exclusive thing to buy, and none of the music is different. I don't know. I haven't read that much, but like
you get a golden ticket to Third
to
Man
the
Records.
Wonka, dude.
Yeah.
You get the fizzy lifting drinks.
Yeah, dude. You get yelled at by Jack White.
And all the way at the top, you see Meg White behind a drum set for a second, and you fall back.
Wow! Yeah.
He's doing like a super normal, like conventional tour. Like he's playing a venue in Pittsburgh that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
more mid-cap than I would think. Like I still feel like he could probably do a stadium.
He definitely could. Yeah.
He's always been like a vibes guy, though. You know, like I've seen him play in like fucking like hockey stadiums, and I'm not sure if that's preferable for him or not, but it's all dollar signs at the end of the day.
I mean, the first two singles, like, they kick off the record. They're the first two songs. And they start off the record like not like a bad note or anything, but I feel like as soon as those two songs are done, this record just goes fucking off the rails. Sick.
Yes.
I thought There's Nobody There, Raising the Grain.
Raising the Grain is so sick.
You'll Never Fix Me. Like, I thought those, like, You'll Never Fix Me is probably my favorite song off the record. It feels like it has, like, there's a little bit better production behind it. There's, like, some cool guitar riffs that he adds in there. The melodies are cool. I really like Dollar Bill. Can't Believe What I'm Hearing. Thick as Thieves. She's in a Frenzy. The thing that I thought about this record was that it sounds like incredibly youthful sounding for a dude that's like 50 years old.
He just turned 51.
Yeah. It's like he sounds just as like full of piss and vinegar, like on from like a White Stripes record, like more than any other record that he has. Maybe even more than No Name, honestly, to me, because No Name still had a little bit of like Jack White isms on it, like, and I guess this one does too. But I think this one explores like, what Jack White is about, whereas No Name was like, I don't know, maybe it's just they're both pretty similar, but No Name felt more like a White Stripes fan service, and this one is like, let's take elements of that and let's actually do some like Zeppelin type stuff as well.
Yeah, well, so I wouldn't call it fan service, but I did, listening to this, I think what I realized about Jack White is that I prefer his like artistic persona when it's cut with like punk rock.
Yeah.
Whereas like No Name had that.
Yeah.
And this goes a bit more classic rock.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of riffs that are like super Zeppelin-y.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
All Alone Again sounds so much like a Zeppelin riff.
Yes.
Same with There's Nobody There. Like
Yes.
that,
Yeah.
like, it sounds like Moby Dick, and like even the guitar tones are very like Jimmy Page.
Yes. And it's still good, and like I think this is a really good record, but I don't respond to it as much without that kind of like
Punk,
just
yeah.
like straight
I get what
in
you're
your
saying.
face.
Because the White Stripes, at their essence, were like very punk.
Big time.
Yeah.
Like Meg White, like I don't think Meg White gets the credit that she deserves. Not a technical drummer.
No.
But I like that she kind of limited kind of what they were going to do.
Yeah, totally.
Whereas like sometimes when he branches out, like there are a couple times on this record where I feel like the songs are being held together with like the Jack White persona, like you said, like he's really good at it, and it sounds youthful and energized. But sometimes it feels like it's like there's not like a strong hook there. And it's like the energy and the performance are like kind of holding this riff together that doesn't feel like the strongest like tune.
I get what you're saying, and especially because it was just what he put out a record not that long ago too.
Yes.
Yeah. So like, was the well slightly dry, and we're like building it up? I don't know what his songwriting process is like or whatever, but
I still think No Name has more Wonka Jack White on it than this
Harold
one.
Holmes
like,
is
yes.
like that, but like
Archbishop Harold Holmes and like What's the Rumpus?
Yeah.
What's the
Like,
Rumpus is pretty, yeah.
Those are both good songs.
Rough
that
on
I
Rats,
like.
yeah.
Rough on Rats. I'm like, okay, but it felt like there was not exactly a top hat, but maybe
there is
a
times,
hat.
Oh yeah, there's times where it becomes Depression era Kiedis.
Yeah.
Where it's like he's singing about California, but it's the gold rush.
Right, exactly.
I'm to this day still so surprised that you guys and a lot of other people in my life didn't make fun of Harold Holmes more.
I like Harold
that
Holmes.
song rules.
I
I give
like
it credit because he is doing like a manic preacher thing.
Yeah, and then hit the video for it as John C. Reilly, like doing all the voices and stuff, like one way and one thing and where.
It's a good song.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like there's time. What's that like Citizen Kane song that the White Stripes have?
Shit. I know what you're talking about. Let me think about it for a second.
But like he does that on that, and it like makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, there is a man.
Fuck.
Something of the Union.
The Union Forever.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I know.
And it's like when he's able to fit that into a like a context that makes
Yeah.
sense. You're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But sometimes when it's just like a regular ass like Zeppelin riff, and he's like, 1 time, 2 time.
Yeah,
I'm like,
there's
what
a
the
lot.
fuck
There's
are
a
we
lot
doing?
of that.
He does have the swag to pull it off. I mean,
He does.
I think the guy's endlessly cool. Like he went back to his like classic hairstyle and not like the greaser type look,
Yeah.
and that type of shit.
The Blue Greaser was rough.
The blue greaser was his weakest era.
Yeah.
I'm sort of a futuristic hot rod.
I'm like the outsiders, except that they work at the Willy Wonka chocolate factory.
Yeah. And God in the Broken Ribs is kind of, to me, like Harold
is like
Holmes
that.
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's like believable when he's doing rock and shit over instead of like rapping
Yeah.
or whatever. Like we're not getting the what's the Jay-Z song that he almost did that I can't remember.
Ice
what it's
Station
called.
Zebra?
Ice Station Zebra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ice Station. I did listen to Ice Station Zebra again today, and I was like, okay, he's not even remotely getting close to that. Even
No.
though it feels like it is. There was an era where it was like bad,
Yes.
Like he's in remission.
Yeah.
Of
He
all
is.
of that.
And
you
I
know?
don't looking at his set list, he really does choose carefully what he plays from his solo back
Yeah.
catalog. It's like Lazaretto, 16 Saltines, whatever. He's like Ice Station Zebra. Yeah. We
Yeah.
played it on that tour, not doing it.
We're
anymore.
not doing it anymore.
But you said something about like the performances and like his voice sounds so sick.
Really good.
Still. And he's
Yeah.
been doing this for like a really long time. There's times where it's ambiguous whether it's his guitar or his mouth making squealing sounds.
Yeah.
He has this like very high squeal that he does, and I don't know how he does it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yes.
And he also he has such a command of like the character of Jack White. That
Yeah.
even when I'm not like fully invested in what it's doing, I'm like, damn. There's
Yeah.
only one guy that can do this.
Yes, exactly.
One thing. I think the guitar tones throughout are fucking really sick.
So sick.
Yeah.
There's just a couple times where he goes a little too with that like super fuzzy, like mostly the solo and Derecho Demonico.
Yeah.
Where it's that super fuzzy like octaver, but then
Yeah.
it's like with this delay and like crazy shit. all
Sometimes
over
the
place.
delay can throw shit off. But if you listen to the song, I listened to like Taking Me Back and over and over again today, and those guitar tones are like monstrous compared to this. Like the Mondo burger to this album's Good Burger, where you're
Yeah.
like, what are you doing, dude? Like, this is insane.
Yeah.
So even in that sense, I think he has toned it down. Like, I was able to appreciate the solo on Derecho,
whatever.
yeah.
Call it Double D.
Double D.
Somebody just make a supercut of us not pronouncing the name of that fucking
on
song.
purpose, not pronouncing it right.
Yeah.
Derek and the Demonica.
Yeah.
The Demonicos.
I will say though, I don't think that not that you were making this point, I don't think this record's at all like toned down or like less than No Name.
No,
it
not
still
No
rules.
Name. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's on the same level as No
I'm
Name.
just so glad he's still doing this shit. Like he
Yeah.
didn't do No Name. It's like, psych, I'm gonna go back to acoustic ballads now, or whatever.
Yeah.
Missing shit that was like in Cajun country in 1910.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like it's slightly blues worshipy, but not to a place where I'm like, he's citing shit that like nobody's ever heard of or
Yeah.
whatever.
This is Tubby fucking Jamonico.
Tubby
Yeah,
Jamonico.
1922. I love him. He's formative to me.
No, I feel like more than blues rock worship, it's like classic rock worship.
Yeah,
because
totally.
there's a couple times where like John Lord shows up. with
Yeah.
the
Oh,
fucking
yeah. There's a
organ.
lot of like Deep Purple, less old Deep Purple.
Yeah,
organs on this.
yeah.
Not
Yeah.
not fucking
the new shit.
whatever
yeah.
that. What
Not
was that called again?
Splat.
level.
hasn't hit the channel yet.
No, not yet. We're saving that one.
But yeah, there's like a lot more times than not. I got like vibes of like 70s, early
Yeah.
70s
Yeah.
fucking rock more than I got like the old timey blue shit that
Yeah.
he can do.
Yeah.
And also the last song, Neighbors Blues, kind of hit home because
you.
Oh
of
yeah, you've had a
Because
bit
of
of a row.
what is happening with this podcast and the people that live next to my house.
We're in a bit of a war.
We're in a bit of a war.
Yeah.
It came at a good time because I really felt this song. I was like, I was listening to it and I was like, Jerry, if you're fucking listen to me, Jerry, get the cameras on me.
Oh, sure.
Jerry, I swear you got your fucking tree in my backyard. So if you want to give me shit about grass clippings, I will come for your ass.
Yeah.
All right?
We've
I
been
got
parking
pictures-
our car in your front of your house for 3 years. Wasn't a problem.
Wasn't a
All
big
the
deal.
fucking
Wasn't a problem. On the 4th of July, you tried to give me shit.
Yelled at me in front of my friend.
Front of my friend. And then I yelled at you and your wife.
All
on the
you
top of
are
my lungs.
all you are is jealous of my pool.
You're jealous of my cool pool. Bam, 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 bam. And you're never going to get invited. You never get invited. Bam.
Yeah.
That had to have felt kind of good
It
just
was
then.
great, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you
Yeah.
Roddy Piper fucking Jerry hard.
I mean, he's not going to watch the channel. He doesn't even know what's
No.
going
Dude,
on.
you have no
Listen
idea.
here, Jerry.
Jerry knows, dude.
Yeah.
Listen here, Jerry. You're fucking toast. Yeah, anyway.
The first fourth wall break of all time.
Yeah, dude.
And what I said is 100% real.
Yeah,
And that's-
totally.
I'm not even making it
That's
up.
real beef, dude.
That's
Yeah.
real beef.
I
yeah.
wasn't. I was like, is he going there?
Oh, okay, dude, certified.
here we go.
100%.
I'm going. I mean, I thought about it. And I was like, here's a great
Premeditated.
time to call out Jerry.
I love the
in his
Jack White
bullshit.
fans just being like, I wonder what's a perspective on it. Be like, and my fucking neighbor's an asshole, by the way. Just want to let you know.
Well, you know,
Feel good stuff.
he's interfering with this show in some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know.
I have to walk another 150 yards.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna
to
walk
get
a
here.
while to get here.
You know.
That one is so loud.
Yeah, that one's loud.
Should we CA it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Nate, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I really liked this. I feel like I probably liked it even more. Like, I'm not sure about JJ because you're a huge Jack White fan.
I'm a
but-
J Dub.
Yeah, you're a J.
I'm in the J Dub club.
You're in
Yeah,
the J Dub
100%.
club.
Yeah.
But he just keeps growing in my estimation with what he's doing. And this one, I felt like it was No Name was, maybe at the time it felt like it was a novelty or something, like it's like a one-off that was like not going to happen again. But I was glad that he came back with this, and it felt like just expanding on what he was doing there. Like this felt like the most Jack White projects of any album in his discography to me. Like No Name felt like let's go back to my roots, and this felt like let's go back to my roots, but let's also do what I like want to do. Like let's incorporate like my personal influences instead of just like having the garage rock piece in there. I thought the song's really good. Like I said, like it just kind of doesn't let up after the first two songs, and then the first two songs I didn't like them a lot when I first heard them, but in the context of the record, I felt like they grew on me quite a bit, especially God in the broken.
I
ribs.
agree. Yeah.
Like Thick as Thieves, like towards the back half, like it still keeps going. Like
Yeah.
Thick as Thieves and She's in a Frenzy I also really like. I Can't Believe What I'm Hearing is also really good. You guys know how I feel about Neighbors Blues. That hit me, that hit me nicely. That let me work off a little steam. The only song I didn't love was All Alone Again. It felt like, how it's made music, like like watching
Like,
the
like
conveyor belt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watching the Cheetos.
Yeah. But all in all, I just felt like I didn't really have any complaints on this. Like the songwriting was good. Like he just kind of went back to he knows exactly what he's doing now. It's like verse, chorus, riff, nothing too crazy. There's organ on this record aside from like crazy synth, and I don't know. I really like this direction, and like I don't know if it's gonna last or if he's gonna keep doing this. I think if he kept doing this, it would probably get a little bit boring. But I'm glad that we at least got like another, in my opinion, more like expansive, focused, and I don't know, just probably a little bit more collaborative record. Apart from No Name, so I'm gonna give this like an 8.
Yeah, I'll go next. I agree with Nate. It just made me think of Jack White as a whole. Like, I think he's like kind of a dying breed of guy. Like, he's hugely popular and can pretty much, without resistance, flex any muscle he wants to. He sells out pretty much any place he can go. He's been around for a really long time, and he I don't know. He's like. There were a lot of him type guys like 30, 40 years ago. And now if, you know, it's the trope of like rock being dead or like whatever, you know, people bringing it back and all that stuff. Like people talk about that with like Geese or something, but they're a band, and like Cameron Winter is like the front guy of that, but also like he's not Jack White. He's too like Gen Z, I don't care, to like, you know, Jack White really cares. He's really intentional. And he's still at 50, still like crushing it with like shredding as hard as ever and singing just as well as ever. You know, eventually it'll drop off, and who knows what the next direction is after this. I'm quite frankly shocked that we got an album as soon as we did after No Name. I thought it was going to be a while. But this album I do think is very sick, and there's a lot to come back to and a lot of like earwormy things, albeit that the earworms may be guitar stuff more than vocal stuff, because there's like less lyrics this time. It's more just repeating shit and, you know, things like that. But I really enjoyed listening to this, and it just really makes me appreciate what Jack does. And, you know, he brought his swag back with No Name, and he continues it with this. And, you know, I was getting off the train. I was about to unboard or, you know, get off. And then No Name happened in this. So, you know, he's still crushing it, you know, and that all is right in the world if Jack White is doing Jack White things. So I think I'm with Nate. I think I'm going to give it an 8 as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I think less so than No Name. I think I have a little more complications with this one than I did No Name, and I think it comes down to preference. I think if you're an old school Jack White fan, if you dug like Lazaretto and Blunderbuss, you're gonna like this a lot, because I do agree with you that it kind of takes the stuff from like No Name and his like White Stripes garage rock era and does expand it, and does so successfully. Like, I like him in that mode where it is like a little more punk rock. It's a little more direct, and he writes such good songs, like poppy, great melodies, and able to do so with like a kick-ass rock and roll like backdrop, and like he does that better than like 99.9% of people. So sometimes when he strays from that, and like it feels like some of the songs are held together with just like a really like energetic vocal performance that's maybe not as direct, not as punchy, I start to lose a little more interest, because I'm like, I know what you could do. You could give me another Old Scratch Blues. You could give me another That's How I'm Feeling. But that being said, there's like a lot of shit to like on this record. The riffs are very good. There's a couple, I think I have a couple more songs that I'm not as into, like Making Contact I really didn't like.
Yeah, that was not great.
The lyrics specifically.
It's short, and it also sounds like he's saying content.
Well, he is saying content.
Yeah.
It is kind of like a phone.
It's a phone. It's a phone.
Yeah.
From him.
Well, and like a central, sorry to interrupt, a central thing that he's been like posting is like the skull character, like just saying content all the time. So like that's probably like a thing he's doing, and I haven't read into it.
Yeah, and it's like, he has the danger of becoming like the old guy at some point.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that song is like very close.
It could have. It's a cooler portable door.
Yeah, he bitches about Trump a lot, which you know puts him on the good side of being a cool old guy. But also, like, you could be uncool with other stuff, like bitching about phones. And what, you know, getting canceled or whatever.
I want his canceled EP.
Dude, that's gonna be great.
So yeah, I did enjoy it. I think like it's still he's still in a lane that I'm interested in. Like I was very uninterested in Boarding House Reach and some of like the more ragtimey, like very reverent old school shit. Like I'm out on that. But like you're still playing like 70s bluesy Zeppelin-y stuff. I'm not as into it as I was No Name. So I think I'm gonna go 7.
7. Wow. And that's what
7.7 or something.
7.6.
7.6.
Coming for your ass, Jerry. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you, Jerry.
Fuck you, Jerry. Hell yeah. That's really cool.
Jerry, I want you to know this.
Dude,
I've never met you.
Don't apologize to Jerry.
I parked where I needed to park.
Don't
I'm
apologize
good.
to Jerry.
If you would have just asked, I
If you
would
would
have
have
parked
just
my
said
car.
something
No
3
problem.
years ago. Also, I have a picture of him parking his Hummer on my yard. I
Yeah.
have a picture of it.
On
And I was
your
actually
yard.
saw it happen. I was here and I saw it happen.
That's cool.
So don't apologize to Jerry. Jerry knows what he's did, and he's being a little bitch about it. Give the cameras on.
Yeah,
me.
here we go.
You're being a little bitch about this, Jerry. All right, we're not apologizing to you. We could break. You could come over to the pool if we just shake hands like men.
You could break bread.
We could break bread.
I'm sorry, Jerry.
Don't.
I'm going to stay out of this. I'll park where I'm told.
No. I mean, we're gonna park where you're told, but we can still have
I'm
a
staying
little
out of
attitude towards Jerry.
So it's
Anyway.
a fuck you, Jerry. Hell yeah.
Fuck you, Jerry,
7.6
hell yeah.
out of 10 for
7.6 out of 10.
Frozen
yeah.
Charlotte.
I surprisingly I like this way more than I thought I would. Like I have a lot of fun listening to it. Like I was having a good time listening to it in the car and just throwing it on and be like, damn, this song is like Dollar Bill really kind of got my ass.
It
and
also
same with You Never Fix Me.
It
You'll Never
sounds
Fix Me.
good.
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a step up from
Yeah.
No Name. Like it was
Yeah.
able to keep some of that like grunginess,
Yeah.
but it's not like full. We recorded in that booth where you can make a
Yeah.
LP
Yeah.
in my record
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
Jack, he's never had like bad sounding shit though. Like he has good like drum production.
Yeah.
I've never listened to a record of his across the entire discography and been like, this sucks.
It doesn't sound good. Yeah.
But also he has like his signature guitar now
Yeah.
and that like signature amp and stuff.
Yeah,
which
it all
probably
just-
infiltrated into
Yeah.
there somehow.
It all just came together really nice. Like
Yeah.
I think I do like this more than No Name. I have to go back and listen to No Name a little bit more.
No
but
Name rocks so hard.
I was kind of getting like I didn't want to listen to No Name too much while I was listening to this because I felt like it was going to get like wires crossed and be like I
Sure.
don't remember what's on this one and what's
This
on
one's
the other one.
bluesier.
It's a little bit bluesier,
Definitely,
Yeah.
and more like riffy.
Yeah.
which I typically wouldn't like as much. But
Yeah.
for some reason, I think I don't know.
He
I
just
like
rules,
it.
dude. I mean,
Yeah.
you made a good point. Like, there's only so many times he can keep doing this. Like,
Yeah.
hey, here's another rocker.
Yeah.
Before it gets boring. But like, I'm all for it for the time being.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
'Cause
If you
he's
made
so-
another rocker, I'd be like, all right, Jack, go back to boarding house reach.
Can you rap a bit
I know
more?
I didn't like it, but can we get an
I sent you a beat mixtape. If you could lay down some bars over it.
Yeah.
He's so cool, man. He's just fucking. I mean, the Wonka shit you can make fun of, but
Yeah.
he is cool.
Yeah.
And
I'm still not there with like him being cool.
Yeah.
I think he's cool. He's
Yeah,
unapologetic.
yeah. I feel the same way. Like he's almost an anomaly to me,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you are cool, but you do so much shit that I think is not cool.
Or at least
you know what I mean?
did.
I think
Did, yeah.
you and I differ on some of the things you think aren't cool. I think are cool. Like
And some
I
of the
do-
shit I think is cool,
Yeah.
you think is lame.
Yeah, for sure. But in general, especially as like I've been seeing live videos of him lately, and like
Yeah.
he's just like commanding the fuck out of everything.
Oh yeah, I've
He's,
seen
like,
him twice with the Rock on tours.
Yeah.
and like those are two like. I think I've listened to Steady As She Goes, and,
It's a
great song.
and like I don't know their discography very
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
But every time I'm like, God damn,
Yeah.
that dude gives you your fucking 60
Every
bucks
time.
worth. Like, just goes
He
for
comes
it.
up with an attitude, and it's like the amount I've seen bands phone it in, and
Yeah.
he never phones it in.
No.
Ever.
There was a period in time where like I would have been like, and this is just it was a couple years ago, probably like 2023
Yeah.
and before. If you would have been like Jack White's coming to Pittsburgh, I would have been like, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I would go to that.
He's
I'd
a
pay
must-see.
money for that. And like it was like, oh, Jack White's playing on Saturday Night Live, and I would have been like, who cares? Fuck that. I don't
Yeah.
care. Now it's like sick.
Yeah.
I kind of want to check that out.
Yeah, he rehabbed his like image for the Chads.
Yeah.
pretty.
Seems like
good.
he's been watching the show.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, he's
Well, I
been
think
watching the show.
Well, I think like we called him Wonka because it felt like there was a time period where he was lost in the chocolate factory, not
Yeah.
listening to any
With all the
like-
goofy vinyl stuff.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, and he wouldn't take any sort of like direction from what his fans wanted, and
Yeah.
then like you just proved us wrong. Where it's like, oh, this is what you wanted.
He can still
yeah,
do
I
it.
can still fucking do it.
And I
still
still
do
do
it.
it just as good as I did 25 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think it shows that like he has his finger on some sort of pulse
He
of
does.
like what people want from me and what I am interested in.
It's equal
Can I
parts-
meet the moment?
It's equal parts making money, equal parts finger on the pulse, equal parts. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want.
Yeah.
And fuck you. You know.
Yeah, he's found like a good balance.
Yeah.
because you got. You know, I'm sure he's still getting nice residge from fucking Seven Nation Army.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that chocolate factory ain't cheap to maintain.
It's not cheap.
for sure.
He's building his face back into the the Mount Rushmore of
Yeah.
radio rock guys who were cool.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
Reznor, Grohl, Homme, White.
Yeah.
And then it was like Grohl's just not there anymore.
Grohl is not there.
Grohl's just a blank.
Grohl's like covered in like algae, and it's
Yeah,
like we
I
need to
love
clean that
Grohl,
algae
but-
off.
Yeah, we're trying to
We're
make it
trying.
look like Josh Homme now.
Yeah, Josh Homme's like trying to do, like he's getting there, but
Yeah.
it's still like kind of fucked up.
Homme upped the cool factor with adding those like gold teeth.
The gold teeth, and I can respect the catacombs thing as just like do something different. Like it's
Yeah.
cool. I liked the KEXP, even though I didn't like the KEXP performance. It was still just cool that they did
Yeah.
it. You know what I
I
mean? Like
mean-
I don't love that whole direction, but
Yeah,
like,
I don't like the way that those songs sound.
Yeah,
But like the
Right.
but the
the
performance,
performance and like what they're doing is like okay, you're not
I get
it's
it.
cool.
And
Yeah.
like his voice is suited for that. Like I could
Yeah.
see him reaching a point where like I don't know if I can play Millionaire
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
150 nights a year.
Yeah.
So like what if I do become like a Leonard Cohen,
a Leonard Cohen, like a Nick Cave
crooner.
type of dude. Yeah, that's a cool route for him. And then Reznor's just never been touched.
No.
No.
He's just always been stone
Horny.
in there. And
Yeah.
horny.
yeah, dude. I'm just gonna win Oscars and then play Coachella.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyways.
that's the show. Thanks everyone for watching. Let us know what you thought of this new Jack White album in the comments. It's a 7.6 from us.
Is there anything else you
Fuck
want
you,
to
Jerry.
say to Jerry really quick?
No, I'm done with Jerry.
You got the
Um,
camera.
Fuck you, Jerry.
All right.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for podcast clips and comedy skits. Get that shirt and subscribe on Patreon, $5 a month to become a quitter. Get weekly bonus content from us. It's always fun over there. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.